Tony, you went 3-0 with your picks last week. Get us started here with our picks for the weekend ahead here. What's your best bet from the NFL board?
Well, let's start with this Thursday nighter. We got the Patriots and Steelers. Not going to be necessarily a fun game to watch, but I do think there's a good betting angle here. Betting the team total under 10.5 for the Patriots. I know it makes you nervous betting a team total this low because you can always get a special teams touchdown or a defensive touchdown or something like this. But the Steelers defense is good. They got Minkah Fitzpatrick back. They're angry after last week, and this Pat's offense is just absolutely anemic. So it's hard for me to imagine them scoring a touchdown in this game. I'm expecting a slow pace in this one. I think the Patriots know that they're going to need to run the ball and kind of control the clock a little bit if they have any hope of winning this game. So that's going to limit the amount of possessions that they have. I think this is just going to be a rock fight, and I like the Patriots team total under.
The Patriots are the Iowa Hawkeyes of the NFL. I like this Lions at Bears game. I'm going to take the Chicago Bears +3 at home here. Let's not forget Week 11, that game that the Bears let slip through their fingers, up 26-14 with under 4 minutes to play before the Lions came back and won it. A really good game from Justin Fields in that one, rushed for 104, 16 for 23 with no picks. And it was a rough game for Jared Goff. 3 picks in that one, and we already know that the Bears do have a real good defense against the run. And don't forget, this one could very well have sloppy weather with rain and wind in the mix. So it could make a very dangerous passing game. The Bears coming off the extra week. They're going to be prepped, coming off the bye week, so they get that extra preparation, more time to look at what went right in Week 11, what went wrong, where they can make corrections, what the Packers did on Thanksgiving that allowed them to play such a dominant football game against the Lions. Nice little NFC North game here on Sunday, so give me the Bears as home dogs.
I like it, man. I think the Bears, a lot of people are sleeping on that Bears defense. That's a good one. Jacksonville at Browns. I'll take Cleveland to cover the 3 here, laying 3 points. Jacksonville's injured. Of course, we talked about Trevor Lawrence already. But then you've got Christian Kirk, who is technically like their number 2 receiver. But really, if you've been watching the Jaguars this year, I think there's a great argument to be made that he's way more important to that team than Calvin Ridley. So Kirk is out. Lawrence is either going to be out or hobbling around out there, not 100% healthy, limiting his mobility. The Browns defense is the best unit on the field, like special teams aside. If you just look at, Cleveland offense, Cleveland defense, Jacksonville offense, Jacksonville defense, the Browns have by far the most impressive unit out there, and they're a lot better at home. Look at the Browns' home and road splits this year. They're a much, much, much better team when they're sleeping in their own bed. So I'll take the Browns here. Flacco is an upgrade at quarterback. I mean, I know that's hard to believe. A guy coming off the couch who wasn't that good his last time he was in the league. He is an upgrade because that quarterback situation in Cleveland was so bad.
Sticking in the AFC, looking at this Broncos at Chargers game. Chargers currently -2.5, total of 44. I'm going to go with the dog again here. Broncos +2.5. So who do you trust in what could basically be an elimination game? Like, not definitively, but pretty close. So who do you trust more, Russell Wilson or Justin Herbert? Sean Payton or Brandon Staley? The Broncos have been the much, much better team for a while here, and have had a 5-game winning streak snapped last week at the Texans. But since the embarrassment of the first few weeks of the season, this is a good football team. And the Chargers, on the other hand, are not. And in recent weeks, the team plays to the level of their competition. Dreadful 6-zip win against the Pats in the most recent example. Lost by 3 or fewer to the Dolphins, Titans, Cowboys, Packers, and Lions. And this one has that same sort of vibe. But the mismatch in Russell Wilson versus that poor Chargers secondary will be the Chargers' undoing here. Chargers cannot stop the pass. Russell Wilson has been a solid QB this season. Top 10 in completion percentage and touchdown passes. Just the 7 picks. He does get sacked. He'll have to be careful against a pretty decent Chargers pass rush. But this one has Broncos field goal late written all over it. Give me the Broncos in this one.
Yeah, you're going to be relying on old friend Mike McGlinchey at right tackle in that Broncos game going up against the tough Chargers pass rush. I like it. Rams against the Ravens. Yes, the Ravens are coming off their bye week here. Yes, they're more rested. But the Rams, I think, are going to be feisty in this one. They need this game bad, too. They're right in the mix of it in the NFC for a wild card playoff spot. And, you've got great backdoor cover potential here. Don't necessarily love the Rams to win this game on the money line, but if you're going to give me 7 or 7.5 points, And you've got those receivers with Matthew Stafford. I could absolutely see them covering in the fourth quarter. So way too many points in this one. Give me the Rams.
Last one here is Thursday Premier League game. We've got Tottenham versus West Ham. I'm going to go over 1.5 in the first half at -115. One thing we know from Tottenham is that they come out firing. Sonny put them up 1-0 against Man City. Then they equalized with an own goal like 2 minutes after that. So one or more first half goals in 4 straight in Tottenham games. And then I think they'll get a little wind in their sails after the Man City game, and what a point that was to come back from down 2-1 and 3-2, scrape out a point at the Etihad Stadium. Sonny scoring yet again against Man City. Absolutely brilliant stuff. So I think this buoys them a bit here in a home game against a London rival. And with that London rival, West Ham, there are always goals when this pair meets up. 17 goals combined in 5 previous matches at Tottenham, including the League Cup in 2021. 2-0 Tottenham win in this fixture last season. I like Tottenham to come out flying once again. So there you go, 6 picks. Like I said, Tony went 3-0 last week.